And so, guys, let's draft. It is time for the NFL draft. Any more stories before we get on to today's main event? Are there any good draft stories that I haven't already read? I already saw all these. Are you guys ready? The draft is here. Let's look at the holes on the roster first, and then we're going to go to the draft. So we got 2 quarterbacks. Could use another one. Need a running back. I like our receivers. We could go get another one, though. I'll save, don't worry. We got Greg Olsen back. That's good. Whitworth looks like on the decline. We're looking at getting a tackle potentially. Need guard help. Bad. We did get Kyle Long. We strengthened our depth along the defensive line. I like our running back, or I like our linebackers, although we don't have a lot of dependable backups. Need corner badly, 2 of them, an outside and a nickel. And I'm moving Melvin White to safety, but that might not even solidify it. So, 9 picks to fix this team. This is what the offseason is all about, guys. It's not about free agency. It's all about the NFL draft. I have 9 selections, a lot of players on my board I'm a huge fan of. It's time to make some picks. We're going to go slow. 1 pick at a time. And so here we are. The draft is officially underway. And the Atlanta Falcons, NFC South rivals of the Carolina Panthers, have the first round, or the first overall selection. Just don't take somebody I like. Here we go, guys. With the first pick in the Panthers franchise offseason Season 2 draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Theo Russell, edge rusher. Alright. They've gone defense in the first round both years in this franchise. Now the Giants with pick number 2. Tom Morris did not go number 1 overall. And now Lamel Ryans is off the board. Now to Washington at pick 3. And they take Axel Ajala. So perhaps the number 1 player is still out there. The Jaguars take Tate Farrell. They've taken a quarterback. We played against Blake Bortles this year, and maybe they found a replacement. Skip Bayless is not a huge fan. Now the Pittsburgh Steelers. They take Tom Morris, of course. A smart organization like them, they just take whatever they can get. Somebody's going to fall, they'll snatch him up. Now the Jets at pick 6 take Kalen Clay. So that's not what I want to see. I don't want to see a bunch of corners go early. I liked Clay. I liked him. But he wasn't one of my top priorities at the position. Dolphins. Melquan Garner. Detroit. Dante Davis. Now the Baltimore Ravens take Marcus Powell, the top safety in the class. I'm just typing this in as they happen. Shaq is falling. He's supposed to go 5th round, guys. Settle down. Dolphins. R.T. Acosta. I don't think I was a huge fan. Chargers. Edward Bowles. Edge rusher. We're getting closer, guys. Dolphins. Devontae Howard. Wide receiver. Skip Bayless, once again, does not like this pick. Dallas. Addison Pugh, they've taken a quarterback. Wait a minute. What's wrong with Skip Bayless? Are they replacing Dan Bailey with Addison Pugh? Oh, man. Titans. Lucky Wallace. So some quarterbacks are going. That's good for us. Let's go to the Vikings. D'Amico Pickett. Another edge rusher. We're getting close. Rams. Lenny Bernard. Not many guys on my board have been taken yet, but I only scouted a handful of first-round prospects. And now, the Arizona Cardinals. Samuel Obana. Another edge rusher. And so the Washington Redskins, one pick ahead of us, take Jesse Carlson, quarterback. The Panthers are on the clock. Tyrus Hawkins, Delante Moore, Jordan Okafor. Options. None of my top options have been taken. Let's see what our offers are for trading down. I don't want a future first. I want picks now. And so we could trade back. Okay. We could get the 49ers first and their second. Otherwise, it's all future picks. That's falling down a ways. The Niners got to be picking at like 28 or 29. But we get a second. 28. That's 9 spots. We gain another second round pick. We'd have 2 seconds and 3/3. Now, let me look at my board. Because I don't think many tackles have been taken, guys. This is exciting. Delante Moore is the 3rd rated tackle available, left tackle. And there's not many good right tackles this early. A running back has yet to be taken. Hawkins is still sitting there. And at corner, obviously now Okafor is there, Dontrell Miles, Malik Carpenter. These are some of my favorites. I've also been super high on Emilio Benjamin. Got a lot of options. Do I want to fall back 9 spots and gain a 2? And so the Niners pick at 28. These are the teams ahead of us. And their second round pick does fall very late in the round. But it'd be gaining another second round pick. I don't want to miss on some of these top prospects, but I know either way I can't have them all. So pick 28 in the second is an option. We're going to trade down. We're going to trade down, guys. We're going to play it like we played it last year, although now we have more options. We're going to take San Francisco's offer. We now have 10 selections in the draft. So we'll resume the draft. We traded down. The Niners take Kashawn Steed. This is nervous. This is going to be very nerve-wracking over these next few picks. The Bills. Duncan Ellison. Some center. Keep it going. Texans. Brian Torres, a quarterback. Now the Packers. Skylar Small. He was a blue player on my board, but not the best tackle. Or not blue, he's a green player. Browns. Rashard Duncan. I actually had him as a pretty good receiver. Browns again. Quentin Bernard. 3 more picks till ours. And now the Ravens. Oh no, the Browns just picked 3 picks in a row. Gage Hadley. 2 more picks. But 1 is a division rival. Oh my god. Chiefs. Jordan Okafor's off the board. Okay. So Okafor has been taken by the Chiefs. He was a fan favorite. I liked him a lot as well. Now the Bucks. Price, Ingram, we're on the clock. Guys, whether we stayed there, if we had stayed at 19, the pick would have been Delante Moore. We've traded back, gained a second, and Delante Moore is still on the board. We can't get them all anyway. I know you guys all wanted Okafor. I was taking Moore this entire time. I'm going to see what options are here, though. I just like to hear. Do I... New England, you tempt me. A first and a future third. It's a future third. I'm going to pass. Welcome to Carolina, Delante Moore. Number 1 guy on my board this entire time. Let me save this beast. Alright. So, we get Delante Moore. And now, we still got 8 picks to play with, guys, and we just got one of the best players on our board. The best on mine. So let's go to Philly, where they take Dontrell Miles, another corner. You guys know that I liked him a lot. He was my number 1 corner as of yesterday. Fell to number 3. And now, the Broncos select Fitz Bowles, quarterback. Peyton Manning just retired. This makes a lot of sense. And now the New England Patriots. Derek Glenn, wide receiver. Now keep in mind, we don't pick until pick number 19 in this second round. The Lions are on the clock. And now Tariq Stokes just went as the Bears trade up. Alright, so one of my favorite outside linebackers, but obviously not a huge pressing need, couldn't happen. Here are the Falcons. Division rival. Oh my god. The Falcons just took Tyrus Hawkins. Unbelievable. I was worried about them taking him first overall. They just got him second round. But even if I traded up with the Falcons, that's giving them picks in their division rival. I don't want to trade this early with the division rival. I would have had to do it with the previous pick, which I maybe should have at least offered. I don't think I would have offered them enough to do it, though, because I wouldn't have given up more than a 4 to trade up. Alright, Tyrus Hawkins is an Atlanta Falcon. Ace Kane just went to New York. Let me take a look at my board quick. Trying to see who I should target next. There are, of course, those very good guards that we already know about. At corner, there's still Malik Carpenter who's there. I liked him a lot. And Tyrus Hawkins would have been nice to have. And now we gotta play against him. That sucks. That one hurts. So let's continue the second round. Cowboys take Travis Shaw. Jaguars take Bobby O'Brien? I'm not even sure. Steelers, Ace Parks. The Jets. Nope, the Vikings jump up to take Boris Aiken. Pretty good safety. Now the Saints. Division rival, Willis Fairley. And here is Detroit. Taking Calbuto Lewis. Getting closer to our first second round pick. Baltimore. They take Luke Reedy. I liked him, but we obviously got the one I preferred more. Jameek Evans to the Colts. The Chargers take Jocelyn Martin. The Dolphins take Mikhail McElroy, who was the Heisman Trophy winner from North Dakota. I wasn't too high on him, but I was interested. There are so many Shaq comments in the comments. Where else would they be? Daryl McClendon. I don't think I liked him too much. The Titans. Nolan Summers. The Vikings. Jaquan Gilbert. Rams. Jude McNeil, a second-round quarterback. And the Cardinals take Antoine Hurst. Yeah, C pass block. That's why I didn't like him. Washington takes Todd Toomer. And the Panthers are back on the clock. I'm not taking Shaq Ware in the second. I want to see what trade down offers are here. A lot of futures. Wow, New England. I could gain another 3 and another 7. Or the Browns, a 2 and a 4. How far would I fall back to the Browns? Not that far. And there's not a pressing need on my board right now. So I think we're in an excellent spot. Browns want to give us their second. Oh, but that's a future 4. A future 4. Yeah, it's a 4 next year. Not as valuable now. Whereas the Niners wanted to give us a 2 and 3 this year. So I was willing to fall back to 23 with the Browns. How about 28 with the Niners? Let me tell you guys what players I'm interested in at this point. Devontae Spears is a first-round linebacker. He's not a need. But what I saw of him... Whoops. No, I wasn't ready that. He's got B speed, C awareness. Anyway, I can't look at all his ratings right now. Actually, I can if I go to right outside linebacker. But perhaps he is the eventual Thomas Davis replacement. B tackle, B hit power, B speed, C awareness, B pursuit. Did I get his coverage? I didn't. That's bad. Should have done that. I didn't think I'd be in a position to take a player like this, so... Let's see. Scouted. Who's top here? Outside backers. And those aren't my needs right now. I really like Malik. I almost said Lamik. Third round guy. Let's check out his ratings. And by the way, he is currently the best corner available. At 22 years old, good coverage. He has press, A speed, B agility, D awareness. There are a lot of corners that I like. But we got to get multiple. I think I'm going to take Malik Carpenter right here, second round. I did not get Boykin. I didn't get Boykin. I missed out on him. So let me just... We got Delante Moore. Malik Carpenter. No matter what I do, I always get called an idiot, so I've become very numb to it. Just because I know what I do in the grand scheme doesn't matter. There's going to be people who love it, people who hate it. So far we've gotten the 4th best available tackle and the 5th best available corner by their rankings. By my rankings, we got the top available tackle and we got the 4th best corner. And the 1st best is still out there according to me. Darian Addison goes to Buffalo. Stanley Durham to Houston. Queenie Beasley to the Packers. And A.J. Mitchell to the Raiders. Emery Preston. Nathaniel Barker. Sean Gordon. Mitchell Middlebrooks. I did kind of like him. And he's going to Tampa Bay. I'm sure I added them to my board here. My green board. Let's do that. Alright. Niners on the board. Oh no, the Vikings picked Chuck Elmore, strong safety. The Eagles, J.T. Ryan. What do I know about J.T. Ryan? I know he has B-Man and D Playrec. That's all I knew about him. Chance Blue. And now the Patriots. Morgan Crawford. Now, as just a quick refresher, I want to see all the picks I have remaining. Obviously, I already made these 2 selections. I still have a 2, 3 threes, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Spears is still on the board right here, but I want to see my offers, as always. Only looking at current year. The Raiders 3rd, and they're 5th. So it's basically Raiders or bust. How far would I be falling back to gain a 5? Yeah, I'm not sure that's worth it. I'm going to make a pick. And so, out of my scouted, who's available? We're going to take Devontae Spears. This is pretty good value at the bottom of the 2nd, I think. I'm taking a chance because I don't know his coverage, but he's very good. Alright, we'll continue in just a moment. I gotta save quick. Not even sure if I already saved, but oh well. So far, let's recap. Delante Moore, blue chip tackle prospect. Malik Carpenter, solid corner. Maybe he could play outside or inside. Devontae Spears, probably not a starter early on in his career, but a potential starter down the road. So now in round 3. Oh, by the way, I have a pick right there. Huh. Forgot about that. Charles Darman. Jalen Knox. We're on the clock again. That didn't take long at all. Anything here? Raiders, where you at? No? Nobody's talking about this year. So we gotta make a selection. Top scouted on my board. Here they are. Kind of want to take a look at these defensive tackles. Skylar Narcisse, third 24. I think he became one of my blues. Now that D block shedding kind of ended it there for me. Get that guard you're looking at, Gilmore. We are in the 3rd round. Herman Gilmore, a 5th round prospect. He is currently the top left guard available. And at right guard, Jazario Dorsey, who is the 3rd best available. He's projected to go a little bit earlier. We got A run, A pass, B impact, and B strength. Compared to A run, A pass, B impact, B strength, and C awareness. What's the awareness on the other guy? D. So while he's projected to go later, he is the better player available. I don't even want to hear about a reach. Look at those A's and tell me different. And so, we have 2 offensive linemen, a corner and a linebacker. So far. A lot of picks left, guys. 2 more thirds, as a matter of fact. I am disappointed I missed out on an early running back, but there's still a chance to get some good players. So we'll advance. Jonathan Mitchell. Micah Sharp. Garth Hill. Killian Lumpkin. I think he had a negative draft story, like no catches or whatever, in the game, the super duper game, whatever, the all-star game. Bears. Nope. Isaac Broussard, and we're on the clock again. And we still have another 3rd round after this. So we pick again in 9 picks. We could get another 6 from St. Louis. I'll see how far we'd have to fall. You know what? For that extra 6th, I think I'll take that. There are some late round guys I'd like to get. Let me just check out who's available, because if I could get that other guard, that'd be fantastic. Would he be off the board that fast? I'm going to take my chances. We're getting that 6th. Shaq attack. Everybody wants Shaq. Alright, who was it? Rams, that's right. I'll accept. Advance. Hershing Livingston. Devon Franks. Jerome Curtis. Ramon Brandon. Titans take Terry McCroy. And the Vikings take Marquise Owens. We're on the clock. What offers are there? Paid off. We're going to make a pick. We're getting the 3 offensive linemen I wanted the most. We're going to go get Jazario Dorsey. So I've made 5 picks. 3 O-linemen with a ton of upside, a corner with some promise, and a linebacker who was tremendous value where I got him. We pick again in just a couple more picks, by the way. Josiah Baldwin. Lake Stallworth. And here we are again. Another 3rd rounder. I like seeing my offers. And the Saints. Some teams do, in division, do trade with each other in the mid-rounds. I know the Vikings did it not long ago with the Lions. I think the Lions wanted to trade up in the 4th, and the price for that was a future 3. Well, where are the Ravens picking at in the 3rd? Not falling back too far. Gain another late pick. How's my running back situation looking? I like Jermichael Ivory. He's all the way down here. You guys, of course, know I like Emilio Benjamin a lot. He's all the way down there. I think it makes complete sense to do this trade. Or let me just take another look, see if I missed the corner. I know you guys are talking about that in the chat, but of course I want Emilio Benjamin. We already took 1 corner. According to the overall board, this says the best is DeMarlo Narcisse, who is pretty good. There's also Tavin Birch. And I also like Branton Tucker as well. So let's trade down. With Baltimore. Now we have 3 6s. And that's going to be big for getting some of the value prospects I wanted that have a ton of upside. Riley Woodyard. Nevin Cousins. Matt Castillo. The Packers take a quarterback in the 3rd. I know you guys want Shaq. I know. And the Saints just got Avon Hale. I wasn't a huge fan. Alright, what offers do we have here? Futures. All futures. We're taking a pick here. This is still in the 3rd. So if you look at wide receiver, your guys' favorite player in the world, as of like an hour ago, Shaq Ware is all the way down there. All the way. Guys, receivers fall. There's too many to get drafted early. There's still 2nds and 3rds on the board. We don't gotta go for them right now. Scouted. Devontae Jenkins, he was kind of intriguing. There's Randy Elmore. Did I scout him at all? I might have skipped over him, honestly. Nope, he has B power, moves, and D awareness. Or B hit power and D awareness. DeMarlo Narcisse, DeAndre Sapp. Of course, I did just get Derek Wolfe, so we don't need to take an end. But here is Sapp. What are his ratings? Also, I like the Jala. C power, B finesse, C block shed. Yeah, maybe not yet. We don't pick again until some time passes in the 4th. So we have to keep that in mind as I make this pick. I'm going to take my guy while I can. A little bit of a reach. I believed in the talent, though, of Jermichael Ivory. So we took a running back I like a lot. And it was a big need for us to do so. And now, obviously, my next order of business, I want to get Emilio Benjamin. And he's still way down the list. So let's go. Save first. I've made 6 picks so far. I think I have 4 left. Or 5. Darren Gayton. Now the Bucks take Randy Elmore. The Niners, Obana. Darian Samuels, he fell a good bit. Mustafa Trahan was my favorite tight end, but I don't think there was a great tight end in this class. I didn't scout for receivers, though. The Seahawks get Narcisse. You guys know I liked him. The Falcons, Hale Rogers. Know nothing about him. Grayson Jenkins, Devin Vaughn, Basmeen Pickett, Colin Mendenhall, not the only Mendenhall to put on that jersey, Romel Greco, Gerard Bennett, Isaiah Ferguson, Malik Hurd, Don Shea Hilliard, Roman Griffin, Sateki Ponder, we're getting closer, Osej McKnight, Quan Harmon, Deron Carroll, Jets take DeAndre Sapp, I wavered on that pick. The Cardinals take Tavin Birch, I liked him a good bit. I think I liked Branton Tucker more though. My rankings say Tucker was below him, but Tucker was still good. And the Falcons. Carlos Lauderdale. A corner not on my radar. Got a little bit nervous there. Some corners were going. And now, I've had so much faith in this guy, Emilio Benjamin. I didn't even look for a trade down. I wasn't even considering it. We got one of my favorite corners. He was my top rated corner. And I just got him with like my 7th pick. I saw the talent. See, Chris Mortensen likes it. Now we don't pick again until the same spot it looks like in the 5th. So we'll see how this goes. Vlad Crosby, R.T. Jefferson, Ken Lowe, Curtis Harper, Skylar Narcisse, Zach Mason, Desmond Arnold. The receivers are starting to go quickly. Jock Little. Let me just see all my picks I have remaining. I think it's a 5, 3 6s and a 7. Yep, that's how it is. Man, everybody wants Shaq. And he is now... I still have to scroll to find him, guys. There he is. And there's another red zone threat above him, Delance Tucker. There's other vertical offense guys above him. So the Eagles, Jarvis Malone. Broncos to Adrian Tull. Patriots, Sean Lockett. Brandon Miles. The Falcons in the 5th, DeMarco Riddick. The Giants take Lake Royster. Now Bola Adeniji. Delance Tucker. Thaddeus Gaines. Anthony Lamb. We're getting closer, but still a little ways to go. Yao Ajala. Anton Kendricks. And now, your guy just went off the board to San Francisco. Shaquille Ware is a 49er. And yes, he was very good. He was like the 7th or 8th best available. So Shaq went. I didn't know if he would go, but you know, maybe the scheme type of player does play more of an effect than I thought. But we're okay at receiver, guys. Deontay Coley. That's a weird first name. Barclay. Vitelli? Izai Adeniji? Aram Patrick? Ravon Aiken? There's some anger in this comment section. Blair Parks? Othniel Grayson? Tremont McClendon? And Houston Simon. I did like him. He was a good value center. And Ravon Aiken actually was another value guy I had been targeting. So now we're on the clock. You guys just want us to give you this for no reason? Why? I don't feel bad for the Raiders. Kinda, but not enough to just give you my spot. Come on, Oakland. So let's make a pick. Let's see, if I look at all scouted, a lot of receivers. Kelvin Pearson. Not a ton of guys I was huge on left. Of course, we are late in the draft. Devontae Jenkins, I had been considering. He is that route runner type I want. Because we have 3 outside guys, and we have Donovan Ash Burson, both are slot guys, and I'm not even sure Burson makes the team. I didn't find out enough about Devontae Jenkins. I know this isn't all his ratings. I just know his route running and acceleration pretty much. Still kind of intriguing. There are still prospects I like left. There are the value guys, and how many greens are left? There's a few, including another corner I liked a lot. We could really get the competition going. Here's everybody available. Go back to scouted. Branton Tucker is the best corner left. I know he's 24. B-man, B-zone, F play rec, C press, C pursuit, F tackle. A speed, A excel, A agility, F awareness. So definitely a project there. Let's see, and then the two safeties I did like the most are gone. What's even left of those positions? Langford, Thompson. I know he has C zone, C pursuit, and F play rec. So yes, I know everybody's disappointed I didn't get the receiver. I did want him. I just didn't think I'd have to trade up to do it. I probably should have tried, just because I have all these sixes. But we're going to be okay at receiver, don't worry. I mean, keep in mind we do have a pretty good 6'5" and a good 6'4" receiver. And a tight end. And a decent slot option. Who do I want to take here in the 5th? Anybody you do want to see picked? I mean, I'd be willing to try trading a future pick for him potentially because he was good. But I don't know if I can yet. Can you do trades during the draft? Or, I mean, like, this kind of trade? I mean, I'm not happy I missed him. I'm just not heartbroken. Yeah, he's not on here yet. But I wouldn't be too down. We've had a very solid draft so far. We filled the offensive line very well. And we also got some corners I liked. A running back I was very high on. I'm happy with the draft. So I'm going to get us a little bit more competition at corner. We're going to take Branton Tucker. Because I'm not even sold on our backups like Najee Small and Benet Ben-Wickery. So let's continue. Antoine Lindley, Jawan Good, Jarrett Agurs, Denolius Moore, Gene Parker, Devontae Jenkins to the Ravens, Aaron Bowers, Zeke King to the Falcons. I don't think these guys are. I don't think we have too many projects at corners. I think that we took two guys who are very good and one guy who's a potential project. Rajion Easton, Alex McClendon, Svondo Carroll, Emery Lynch. We're almost at the 6th round now. Bernard Mays is off the board. And our first 6th round pick. Let me just see what players I'm still interested in, because I was offered some future 4s. And at this point, I might be willing to trade for some futures. I do want to get Vladimir Sutton. I did like Troy Knox, but he might even go undrafted at this point. There was an end, a couple ends I like. No left ends available, however, now that are draftable. At right end, I did like Martez Henry a lot. And of course, I want that punter. So I think with this pick, I'm comfortable trading for a future 4. I mean, that's a significant jump to go from a 6 to a 4. I'm going to trade at the Falcons, because I don't think they're going to be very good. They got to play against us, the Saints, and the Bucks. I'll take Atlanta's. So who do they want? Curtis Noble. Stuart Ballard. Dorius Ash. Jared Pruitt. Fred Rowland. Lucas McClam. Derek Bernard, or Derek, I'm not even sure how you want to pronounce that. Chad Marks. Darren Sheed. Kydarius Crosby. Eddie Hansen, so a punter is off the board. Daryl Duncan. Getting closer to my 6th. DJ Mitchell. Emmanuel Ali. Janelle Dukes, and then Reed Glass. So we have a pick. Not too far apart. Could get some more futures. No 4s on the table, but there are some 5s potentially. But there are some prospects still at this point that I liked a lot. So a lot of the guys I've scouted, here's what's kind of left. I'm starting to think Troy Knox could go undrafted as the 6th best currently available. So I'm not going to take him right now. Vladimir Sutton, backup quarterback, I did like him. There's also Martez Henry, who is the best right end available. And so I think I like both these players. Henry could help us out a bit more. He's got some really good ratings. He's got C power, B finesse, C block shed, C pursuit, B tackle. We're going to take Martez Henry right now. I still want the quarterback, but if I had to pick like which one I wanted more, I'm going to take the end while I can get him. And hopefully Sutton is still on the board. And the Packers just took him. Wow. Alright, well, I'd rather lose out on the backup quarterback than the backup possible rotation and actually using end. So, oh well. Let me just save it quick. Catch up in the comments. Yeah, the Packers took a quarterback in the 3rd too, so I didn't think it'd be them. So let's see what our trade options here are late in the 6th. We have 2 picks remaining. We could get a future 5 from a number of different teams. So what players are left that I'm interested in? There is, of course, Troy Knox. I still think that with no running backs going, I think he's going to be there. It's just obviously late in the draft, you're just taking chances or catching falling stars. What's left at corner? Because I liked so many of them. Yeah, none of these guys are high on my board. There was a guy I was intrigued by a little bit, who was supposed to go earlier. We're going to take Akeem Hickson from Minnesota. He's 6'3", with A speed and C route running. So no, he's not the guy that you guys wanted, but he's the guy you're getting. Now, I'm not trying to be mean. I just, sometimes you win some, you lose some. Guys, the punter's probably going to go undrafted. If not, we'll find a punter. I promise we'll find a punter. I know he's nowhere near as good as Shaq was, and I should have traded up, but I can't. So it looks like we have 1 pick remaining. Omel Atkins, Kadorius Bass, Ahmad Stevens. We're in the 7th round now, guys. Most of these guys, I have no clue who they are. I recognize a lot of names, but at this point, no. Landon Leonard just went to kicker. Jacob Murphy, we're close to our last pick. Jose Barker, Jalston Still. And so here we are. Any cool offers? Is there somebody with 2 7s? I'd like to take a player. Everybody wants the punter. Troy Knox is there as the 5th best running back available, while Ben Fernandez is sitting there as the top punter. Now, because I can find a punter wherever, I'm going to take the running back. We're taking Troy Knox, not taking the chance. Now we'll see if he goes undrafted. Otherwise, I'll find another punter. Packers didn't get my guy again. Nash or Davis Mosley. By the way, now I do have to go find another backup quarterback, probably. Bruce Bradford. Josiah Daniels. We're almost to the end. Trayon Gresham. Martell Falk. Zachary Summers. The Patriots. Nope, the Colts get Quinn Matthew, and the final pick, Mr. Irrelevant. I think it's gonna take me past this screen once it's over, though. Yeah. I want to know who was taken last. Let me save it quick, and then we'll take a look at our draft class. I drafted 11 players in this class. Sure, I missed out on a couple good prospects. Great prospects. I was able to get 3 excellent offensive linemen, 2 cornerbacks I had a lot of confidence in. One with some upside. I got a linebacker that was just lucky for us to be able to get. I got a running back I liked a lot. A running back whom I valued late in the draft. Got him later than I thought I could. Excuse me. I got a backup defensive end. And I also got a backup receiver. Not the guy you wanted, but that's what we have right now. And so, rookie signings. Here is our draft class, guys. I'm excited about this team. Every single player I drafted, I scouted. There was no shots in the dark here. I'll have to get back to you guys, unless you want me to sit here and count it now, how many of my green and purple players I got. I know I have at least 5. Yeah, I got like, well, I think 8 or 9 of these picks are guys that were green or purples for me. So you guys want to see overall ratings? Oh boy, 86 for Delante Moore, 72 on Malik Carpenter, 72 on Devontae Spears. The guards, we just solidified this offensive line for the future, I think. Jermichael Ivory is a 69, Emilio Benjamin a 78, so he's better than Malik Carpenter. Branton Tucker a 67, Martez Henry a 75 from Lambeth, Akeem Hickson, and Troy Knox. So there you go. The O-line is looking much better. Now, I know you guys are going to want to see some of the players we missed out on. Let me look at your guy, Shaquille Ware, your new favorite player. I think he's going to be very good. I predict he'll be like a 77 or 78 overall. And he is a 76. He has... Oh, I can't... Okay, I can check all his ratings from here. He has, you know, decent acceleration, bad awareness. Not going to fumble. He's going to catch almost everything. Not going to do much after the catch, it looks like, in terms of making guys miss. Very good jumper. Bad route runner. Bad run blocker. Good catcher. And okay, 89 speed. So some of you may have been thinking like high 90s. I was hoping, you know. So he's obviously a very good player. No denying that. He's very good. But I'll tell you right now, he's not better than Kelvin Benjamin. And he's not better than Lance Adams. He's a steal that late still. And I wish I would have gotten him. Now let's go to the rest of our division. I know we missed out on Okafor, who went to the Chiefs. But here's a... Okay, let's go to the Chiefs first. Okafor. 79 overall. Emilio Benjamin was like a 78. And so Okafor looks like he can move a good bit. Not a good catcher. Not a big hitter. Decent jumping. Good man cover guy. He can press. Very good speed. I must have missed man coverage somewhere. Or zone coverage. Would have been a nice player to take early. Couldn't get everybody I liked in that spot, though. I didn't see zone coverage anywhere. It's hiding. So, let's go back to the Saints. And they ended up getting 77, a 76. And then these guys. They got Avon Hale, Willis Fairley. How good is Avon Hale? Looks like a speedy, shifty guy. He can catch. But he's not even that fast. So I'm happy I passed on him there. We're going to get to Tyrus Hawkins too, don't worry. And I should check Mr. Irrelevant. See ya.